Wondering why that job application didn't get noticed? Or the interview didn't go so well? Here are the top 10 reasons you didn't get hired. Number 1. You emphasize your work history and education instead of practical skills and certifications. Although employment history and education are important, those aren't the first things employers are looking for. They want to know that you can do the job, and that requires that you have the skills, sometimes even if it's limited knowledge of those skills. Number 2. You don't have a professional-looking resume. Resumes that don't look professional indicate that you don't pay attention to detail, or, at the very least, don't have good taste in design. Even if the job isn't in design work, a bad-looking resume is a turnoff for any employer. Reason number 3. You don't have a unique resume. Anyone can use a template from Word to make a resume, but that won't get you noticed. You have to find ways to make your resume look unique, but not annoyingly so. Try different fonts, color schemes, or even make your resume look something job-related. If you're a web developer, maybe make your resume look like a website. Or if you're a graphical artist, make your resume look like a beautiful image that shows off your talent. Number 4. You don't give a firm handshake in the interview. It may sound totally cliché, but a firm handshake is a sign of strength and confidence. You obviously don't want to squeeze their hand so hard that it becomes painful, but firm enough to get their attention. Think of holding an egg very tightly, but not tight enough to break it. Reason number 5. You fidget and don't look your interviewer in the eye. If you are trying to distract yourself during moments of silence, or while you're thinking of an answer, your interviewer will be distracted too. Just like a firm handshake helps convey confidence, so does looking at your interviewer when you're answering a question. Looking at them while they ask a question is important too. You can pick up on their body language and start to imitate it, which leads us to number 6. You didn't build rapport with them. In order to make a good impression, they need to like you. People who talk, act, and yes, in some respects, look like us, are typically easier to connect with. This could be the style of clothing you wear, or the language you use when responding to questions, but most of all, it's in your tone and body language. If they are calm and measured in tone, you need to be calm and measured in tone. If they are excitable and upbeat, you too need to be excited and upbeat. Wearing appropriate attire for the interview is important too. If you are wearing an outfit that looks good to your interviewer, then it can help build that connection. If you get a compliment on your outfit, then you know you've done it right. Number 7. You made the interview about you. As odd as this may sound, since they're trying to get to know you, the more you talk about yourself, the less endearing you will be. Try to redirect the attention to the interviewer, the company, and even the position you're applying for as much as possible. Don't skip questions though. You still need to answer directly and confidently, but try to make sure they talk about themselves. After all, everyone wants to matter, and if you can show them how much they matter to you, you'll be a memorable candidate. Reason number 8. You let your feelings get in the way. It's easy to get uncomfortable during an interview. You may feel like your entire life is being put under a microscope. But if you show that discomfort, it will easily make your interviewer uncomfortable as well. Later, they will think to themselves, I don't know what it was about them, but I just got a bad feeling. This is because of the body language you can't hide from them. People can sense your feelings subconsciously based on that body language, and if you feel uncomfortable, so will they. Number 9. You didn't interview them. It's important for them to take you seriously, and if you aren't prepared to ask them questions about the work, it's hard to know just what your level of interest is in the job. When you ask them questions about the position, about the work, and about the challenges the company is facing, it will prove that you are genuinely interested in the position. Just like with reason number 7, you have to make it just as much about you interviewing them as it is about them interviewing you. And the 10th reason you aren't getting hired is you didn't follow up. Believe it or not, many jobs are won even after initially being turned down. Keeping yourself in the front of their minds is important. The person who got the job ahead of you might decide to turn down the offer, and if you refresh their minds about your application, you might just get the job after all. It's also important to try to get feedback about the interview or why you didn't get the job. Take note of these reasons so you can improve upon them. This has been Steve from Programming Made Easy, and I hope that these tips will help you get hired at your next job. Thanks for watching. Special thanks goes to these members, who, without your support, this video would not be possible. Thank you.